Hey guys, so I'm going to start off this video with some exciting news. I am officially a YouTube partner. It's so exciting. Okay, so this is going to be some tips and tricks on how to achieve a natural, unmedicated birth. Now, I will start by saying that I am definitely not a doctor or midwife. I do not dabble in medical mumbo jumbo. That's not my forte. But I have had two natural, unmedicated births, and they were both the most amazing experiences of my entire life. I mean, if you can achieve this, it will be a life-altering moment for you guys. I mean, it is incredible being able to give birth, but not only give birth, but be in that moment, just animal instincts out and just bare womanhood. Like, oh, it's amazing. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I would have like 20 kids if I could. I enjoy it. I really, really do. So, without further ado, let's get started. Number 1, decide that a natural, unmedicated birth is 100% what you want to do. If you go into it thinking, I might have a natural birth, or I'll try to have a natural birth, that's a different mindset than I will. I will is what gets shit done. If you're not 100% certain that this is how it's going to happen and there is no other way unless of a medical emergency, then in the heat of the moment, it's going to get intense. I mean, let's face it, honey, it's going to hurt. It's going to be super intense sometimes, and every experience is different, but especially if it's your first child and you don't know what to expect, I mean, it can be intense. So if you go into it not sure about what you want, then it's a lot easier to sway. And in the heat of the moment, you know, in the heat of a contraction, screaming out, oh, F it, I want the pain meds. You know, it's easier to do when you're not 100% sure. Number 2, this is super, super important. Build a support system. It can be your partner, family, friends, your doula, your birth instructor. I mean, it could be anybody who feels like they're gonna have your back 100%. It can be a scary time, a lot of uncertainty, and just, especially if you're a first-time mom, becoming a parent is a huge deal, and it's really important that, I mean, not just for having a natural unmedicated birth, but being a parent in general and starting this new chapter in your life, you're gonna need people on your side and people that support you. And when it comes to having a natural unmedicated birth, it's very important to have people that know what you want and can reiterate that to medical staff or what have you when the time comes. Alright, number 3, take a childbirthing class. Now, even if this is not your first child, it's awesome to take a childbirthing class, especially one that's more so tailored to women who are trying to achieve that natural unmedicated birth. But even, I mean, especially if it's your first baby, don't be scared of knowledge, information. Do not be scared of information. Ask questions. Ask a shit ton of questions. Annoy the crap out of your teacher with all the questions that you're asking. The more information you know, the better prepared you are going to be when the time comes, and the less room there's going to be for question and for insecurity in your choices and that sort of thing. So, information is your friend. Number 4. Number 4. Watch birth videos. Now, I know the concept of watching another woman push a baby out of her vagina can be quite appalling to some people, but the fact of the matter is, that's going to be you, and you are going to be doing that. The more familiar you are with birth, the better prepared you're going to feel, the more secure you're going to feel. The same way with taking childbirthing classes to get that information. If you watch a birth video, you might learn things that no class is going to teach you. And thankfully, in this day and age, we've got the internet, and we have very, very easy access to things like this. So take advantage. Don't look at it like something gross or what have you. I mean, try to see it as homework. Number 5, set the mood. So your senses are going to be completely heightened during labor and delivery. So you want to have an atmosphere that's going to cater to you personally and keep you calm and focused and, you know, keep all the stress and the negativity out. So in doing whatever you can to appeal to all of your senses, it's going to be a lot easier for you to be in the zone. Dim the lights, put on some nice music, light some candles. You and your partner can go over some nice massaging techniques for back labor or whatnot if you're having back labor, or, you know, like foot massages and stuff like that. Even if you don't end up using a lot of the things that you put back for setting the mood, if you buy a bunch of candles or some incense and all of this, a specific CD, even if it doesn't get used, or in the heat of the moment, maybe you don't want that and all you want to do is get your ass in the bathtub and sit there alone in the dark, like I did. Do it. Number 6, don't rush to the hospital. Now, a lot of women make the mistake of going to the hospital too early, especially if this is your first kid and you're super excited, you're having contractions, and, you know, you can't wait to meet your kid. Well, a lot of women make that mistake at first, and what ends up happening a lot of the time is when a woman arrives at the hospital, there's a lot of commotion that goes on at the hospital when you're in labor. You get poked and prodded, IVs, dilation checks, you got people strapping crap to your stomach, making you lay on your back when maybe you don't want to. So there can be a lot of commotion going on, and a lot of the times that can stall the labor process and make it a lot more difficult and stressful. Yes, so enjoy yourself at home, because once you get to the hospital, you're not coming back home until you have that baby. So take your time, don't rush it, let things happen as they happen, and just enjoy yourself. I mean, because a lot of the times you can't even eat at the hospital after you are admitted. So, and I know that especially if you're at the hospital for a good 16 hours before your child comes, laboring on an empty stomach, no fun. No bueno, my friends. Alright. Number 7, create a birth plan. Now this is something that you can do months before or weeks before or whatnot, but it's a very good idea to do this previously to you arriving at the hospital. This will give you and your doctor, midwife, OBGYN, what have you, a good chance to sit down and go over kind of your goals, what you are expecting to happen, what you would like to happen, and then they can also pitch in, you know, the hospital protocol regulations and what they usually allow. Now, when it comes to what the hospital will and will not allow, it is up to you. You are the one having the baby. You are the one who needs to be comfortable. F hospital protocol, in my opinion. Do not budge in what you want. If you want something a specific way, let's say that it's protocol to keep a woman on the bed hooked up to monitors. If you don't want that and you want to walk around, even if you're hooked up to an IV, then they need to let you do that, because your baby, your birth, your experience. A lot of the times doctors can be very go, 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 and time schedule this and time schedule that. So you don't want that to end up hurting you, your baby, or your experience. So don't let them get you in the mindset that you're not doing things in a timely manner. Number 8, breathe, breathe, breathe. Now, when it comes to what you actually do during labor to get through those contractions, everyone is different. Me personally, what I did with both of my boys, I tried to focus on the space in between the contractions instead of the actual contraction. When I would get a contraction, I would count down from 10 to 1, and very slowly, most of the time, I wouldn't get to 1 by the time the contraction was over. And then you just sit and rest in that moment when there's no contraction, and you just focus on that. And if you're in a contraction, you know, just think about your baby. Think about meeting your child and seeing that beautiful face and nursing for the first time and what he's gonna look like and what, you know, just all of those happy, fun thoughts. Keep in mind what you are doing and the goal, the end purpose of what you're doing, and that will help you keep focused and keep on track. Alright guys, so we are at the end of this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, maybe you want me to go more into depth on how I achieved my natural unmedicated birth, let me know. Yeah, I think that's it. Leave a comment if you have any questions. If you guys want to just comment below and tell me something about yourselves, I want to start getting to know my viewers. I want to know things about people and why you guys choose to follow me and all of this fun stuff. So if you have anything you want to let me know or any questions you want to ask, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys for my next video. Bye.